Welcome to the Scott Howard Genuine ScLoHo Media and Marketing Podcast. This is an ongoing collection of media, marketing, and personal insights, and we're up to episode number 415. The title this time is The Fallacy of Digital Advertising. There's a rough transcription of this podcast online at my website, scotthoward.me. If you'd like to go back and read or check out some of the links I mentioned, you'll find them there, scotthoward.me. Well, the fallacy of digital advertising sounds like I'm against digital advertising. I'm not. However, digital advertising is not capable of doing everything that businesses expect it to do. It should be a part of your overall marketing program. There are a lot of things it can't do. Now, when I use the term digital advertising, that's an umbrella term that can include social media, SEM, SEO, targeted digital ads, your website, and anything that I can access digitally with my phone, my tablet, my laptop, smart TV, or smart speakers, just to name a few. Before I go any further, let me tell you what inspired this article today. I'm writing this a week before Christmas, and by the time it's published, several local businesses will have shut their doors for good. I've seen Facebook posts from some businesses that are announcing that they were closing. Most said it was the economy, a lack of customers, rising costs of doing business, etc. All of these were fixable if these businesses had implemented a few changes before getting to the point of closing their doors. Here's a few that have come across my Facebook feed. One from Auburn Brewing Company. The website says that they opened in 2018, yet I have never heard of them until this announcement. It says, it's time to rip the Band-Aid off and share some news that's been a long time coming. After more than 7 incredible years, Auburn Brewing Company will be permanently closing on December 28th. This decision didn't come easy. While Emma and Josh opened the brewery, we had no kids and were fully focused on our businesses and careers. When the first few years were a blast, long nights, loud laughter, full tanks, and unforgettable memories. But life changes for all of us, and so have our priorities. We're ready to stop being workaholics, slow things down, and focus on our family, our friends, and actually enjoying life again, including reconnecting with people we miss more than we can count. As we move forward, we'll also be focusing on selling the building, the equipment, and/or the business, and making space for whatever comes next. Before we close the doors for good, we'll hope that you'll stop by before the end of the year to help us drain the tanks. We're releasing several new beers specifically for this final stretch, and yes, these will be the last beers ever brewed by Josh. Come raise a glass, reminisce, and help us to send this chapter off the right way. We'd also love your help in supporting our incredible staff and giving them a little extra love and support as they head into their next chapters. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for 7+ years of loyalty, laughter, support, and community. The Auburn Brewing Company has been more than a business. It's been a huge part of our lives, and we're forever grateful for every single person who shared it with us. Come have one or a few more with us. Help us drain the tanks. Cheers, Josh and Emma. That was on Facebook, like I said. Here's another one that's located in downtown Fort Wayne that announced that they are shutting down Pint and Slice. Back in 2007, downtown Fort Wayne went quiet after 5 p.m. You could roll a bowling ball down Calhoun and not hit a soul. But we flipped on the lights, unlocked the door, and you walked in for a slice, for a pint, for a place to just chill. And little by little, this corner of downtown found its rhythm. For 18 years, we've traded slices for stories. We've watched first dates turn into anniversaries, watched kids grow tall enough to see over the counter, watched the not much happening downtown become a place with a real heartbeat. You helped build that. We all did. One late night, one laugh, one shared table at a time. And here's the truth. This was never about us. It's always been about the community and the culture. The way this place made people feel, the way downtown slowly became a spot where people wanted to be. We're deeply proud of the culture we helped spark and the community that kept it burning. But even the best chapters eventually need to reach their last page. Food costs have roughly doubled in recent years, and the math just isn't workable anymore for a small family-run homemade kitchen like ours. So we've made the tough but proud choice to close up shop on our own terms, with our standards high and our chins up. Our last day of operation will be December 31st, New Year's Eve. If you want to celebrate what we created together, we'd love to share a few more hangs with you before we turn off the ovens. Come in, tell us your stories again. Let's send this place out the way we started it, together. And if you want to honor the downtown we've all worked hard to build, keep showing up for the spots around us. The locals still fighting the good fight. They need you. Dine in, order direct, tip kindly, be patient during a rush, and remember, weeknights count. That's how you keep a downtown alive. We're proud of the last 18 years, and now it's time for someone else to shape the next 20. Thank you for the memories, the laughter, the loyalty, and the love. Thank you for building this place with us, one slice at a time. Pint and Slice now has been on my radar, and they've served me plenty of times, including a few times this past year, typically on a Sunday afternoon when they were one of the only places open downtown. They posted what I just read on Facebook back in November. Then on December 10th, the folks at Pint and Slice shared a post made by Fortlandia. Fortlandia post reads, I have always been a strong believer in being completely open and honest with our customers. Marketing will advise to never let it be known if you are struggling. It portrays possible issues and or weaknesses, but how many times have you seen a post that yet another local company is going out of business? I have often said to myself, I wish I had known. So being right to the point, if our business does not pick up a great deal right away, we will certainly be closing by the end of the winter, possibly even sooner. I am humbly asking you to offer any support that you possibly can. Gift cards, merch, bombers, bringing new customers are all things that can help a great deal. On our end, we'll be offering some more great package deals. Thank you for supporting us these 6+ years. Here's hoping for more. We open at 5. Well, now I've been to Fortlandia a couple of times. I'm not a drinker, but one time I took my wife there to check it out, and they had limited seating. Actually, there was no seats left for us when we were there, so we left. The other time I went, I stayed a little bit longer. It was a gathering hosted by the Advertising Federation of Fort Wayne. One more Facebook post. A warning last month was Chance Bar. Here's what they said. We would love to see you this week. We need to keep these doors open. For our staff, for our community, for Fort Wayne. Times are tough for everyone, especially you, and we understand that. But if you can, please get out and come eat with us. Purchase gift certificates for your loved ones for the future. Make a great meal a great gift. Come to our bar and order some Hop River Hop River Brewing, Fortlandia Company, Brewing Company, Tom's Brewing Company. Support local and drink local. Order the Wood Farms Fort Wayne Double Bacon Cheeseburger. You won't regret it. If you liked it, tell a friend. Or order the steak. Same great beef from the same great folks at Wood Farms Fort Wayne. It's not too late to support locally owned businesses and supporting locally owned businesses, but it's getting close. If you can't support Chance Bar, support someone else whose business is tied to our local economy. I don't care who it is, but come out. Eat good. Chance Bar or any other local, family-owned local spot. By the way, I have not talked with any of the owners or people involved with the businesses that I mentioned just now, and I don't have any insider details on those specific business operations. I wish them all of the best here in 2026. But what do all of these places have in common? Well, one obvious is that they all serve beer and most also have food. But there are plenty of other businesses that are struggling that are not in the highly volatile food and beverage category. They don't make the news when they are struggling and close. I spoke with a business banker friend of mine the other day for her insights, and often the reason these businesses don't make it are they don't have all the pieces in place. Those pieces I'm referring to include having legal, financial, and business professionals as advisors, Find a mentor or advisor whom you can learn from, someone who has created a business or overcome struggles. Hire an accountant. Talk to an experienced business banker and make sure you have all the legal stuff done and reviewed by a pro, not your brother-in-law unless he's a business attorney. They also haven't figured out how advertising and marketing work, at least for long-term growth. You see, this is where I can step in and help. Your business needs to constantly be building trust and credibility. And there are only a few things digital that can help with that. Number one, you must have a website. Not having your own website makes you invisible. Unless you are an e-commerce business, you probably can have a simple one-page site that we call a landing page. But if you haven't updated it at least once a year, you are in danger of hurting your reputation. You may not need a redesign, but fix any outdated information, like how many years in business you've been around. Make sure that all the links still work too. If it's been more than a decade since you updated your site, it probably needs a complete makeover to a more modern platform. You also need to take advantage of free Google listings. There's a place to start. It's support.google.com/business/answer, etc., etc. Just look it up or look for this article on my own website at scotthoward.me, and I've got a link to it. Well, in the maybe category of what you need to do is social media. You probably should register your Facebook, Instagram, X, LinkedIn, and TikTok accounts for your businesses just to protect yourself from imposters. But if you're not planning on using them regularly, then create an honest post saying something like, "Thanks for checking out our social media account. Best way to reach us is not here, but," and then say where. Now, the rest of building trust and credibility is branding and positive top-of-mind awareness. The algorithms that social media use are usually limiting your exposure to those that already know about you, unless you run paid ads, and that can be both expensive for you and annoying to your customers. Similar situation with SEM and custom targeted digital display ads you're being sold that are actually echo chambers to a narrow group of people that there's a big chance of they're getting your ad after they bought, not before. Build your brand and invite people to do business with you by marketing and advertising with trusted platforms like traditional advertising venues that can deliver reach and frequency and a targeted message. That's, by the way, what I happen to do with WOWO Radio and our affiliated radio stations. On WOWO alone, we have over 80,000 weekly listeners locally that you can invite to spend money with you. Only a small percentage are in the market to buy right now, which is fine because the real value is building up your value as trusted and credible. So when a listener is ready to buy what you offer, you're on their short list of who to buy from. Would you like more information on all this? Let's talk. Questions, answers, thoughts of nearly any kind are welcome. You can find me online at my website, scotthoward.me, and on social media. Just Google ScLoHo, that's spelled ScLoHo, and you'll probably find more of me. You can drop me a note too via email. It's scott@wowo.com. scott@wowo.com.
Podcasts by Federated Media.